Grand Thursday. This is Dee with Divine Needle, and yeah, it's Thursday. I thought yesterday was Thursday. That's 2 weeks in a row that's happened. Everything means something, and I'm trying to figure out what that is exactly. 2 weeks in a row. Wednesday, I thought it was Thursday, but it is Thursday, Jupiter Day. And let's get into the Sabian mysteries. Looks like a very glorious day outside. I hope you guys are having nice weather where you are. So, this is an unsuccessful bomb explosion. So, there's a bomb laying there, and it still could go off, right? But I feel like that's probably either you haven't gone forward with that Ace of Wands yet, or the Knight of Wands, or you did, and the result wasn't what you expected. Okay. Trying to change things hurriedly and without due process will always fail. Okay. The urge we all feel to cast off the yoke of social pressure and claim our freedom is potentially a very subtle and profound spiritual state of consciousness. Yet when it is expressed in a disoriented way as petulant rebelliousness, both spiritual authority and social approval is missing. It must fail, it should fail, and it does fail. So, an unsuccessful bomb explosion. For some of us that have been around the block a few times, we knew better than to run in and Knight of Wands things. It needs a little more finesse. So, some of us decided to sit on it for a day or two before we let that bomb explode. So, anyway, that is the Sabian Mysteries picture for today. I hope that is helpful for some of you. Some of you were just unsuccessful because you did go charging in. And I get that. I almost went charging in myself. So I relate 100%. Totally relate with that. But sometimes you need to sit back and contemplate it a little bit first. And that's the move I made. So, here we go. Thursday. It is April, by the way. The 1st. One of my favorite days. Just so happens my birthday's on the 1st. Not of April, but it's on the 1st. All right, for the collective, we're going to look at some of the energy. So some of you were unsuccessful yesterday. Some held back, didn't let that bomb go off yet, because we knew we would be unsuccessful if we didn't really think over what we want and contemplate possibilities of the outcome, right? Grand Rising, CS. Anyway, so let's see what Osho Zen has for the collective today. What does Osho Zen have for the collective today? And today I will be doing fire and water signs, so look for those streams. Master. The wise ones decided not to charge off and go willy-nilly on people. You become a master when you learn some restraint and thinking about it. Kind of mull it over. Let it kind of cook. Let it stew, right? Okay, here we go. The collective energy for today, April 1st. Energy for the collective, please. Energy for the collective. The moon is over in Sag right now, I'm just saying. Just something to take note of. Overall energy for the collective. This Thursday. All right. Oh, yes, I like this. I like it a great deal. Heck yeah. We'll take that, right? Keeper. It's a full card. And holy water. Ace of chalices. All right. What is our highest priority for the collective this April 1st, Thursday, Jupiter Day? Highest priority for the collective. What's their highest priority today? Ho, ho, ho. Kaboom. Apocalypse. I do love that card. That is the Age of Aquarius card right there. Yep. Okay. That's the highest priority. Making that final judgment call. Right? And what do we need to be mindful of and or prepare for? For the collective. What does the collective need to know? They need to be mindful of and or prepare for. Okay. Major Arcana, all slots, including the underlying. All right. Wow. What a reading. Sneaky peek. Victory card for the Empress. Unduly carrying the burden of others. And yeah, Lady Justice right there. Chariot. Oh, okay. The Empress. That is the mother. A mothering energy. Creative, abundant. The shizzle. Oh, yeah. The Empress appears to those who are on the verge of producing a work of worthy admiration. Grand rising to all of you. Hi. The magic of the Empress transforms your hopes into reality. A divinity of universal love is present in your life path, and the Empress appearing to you is the affirmation you need for acknowledging that presence. Gloria Mundi is the muse for poets, writers, artists, and musicians. The Empress also embodies the spirit of rhetoric. She wields the art of persuasion. And I do feel like this is rhetoric and art of persuasion in some aspects for sure. Because there's victory to be had underneath, okay? Our overall energy today, one of the Fool cards. This is the Keeper. Spirit and Petition is Spirit and Holy Water. The Fool, jumping to or getting an offer of love. But I believe this is you making an offer, perhaps. All right, the Keeper is the Fool who has become practiced and learned in the spiritual path and now engages in a more interactive relationship with the many names and faces of the Holy Spirit. So I believe this is your energy making an offer, or it's also your energy actually focusing in on self love, new adventures in self love, the purifying, right? Holy water. Ace of Chalices. You are being cleansed. You will find the inner peace you seek. So, inner peace, self love. Water is alchemizing in your world, materializing as concord and fruitful development in home and family, the domestic sphere, or promising prospects in love and relationships. Your soul is being purified by what is to come. Unions are forged. What fills you will wash away past hurt. There is renewal. So, some of you, it's just new adventures in actually doing self love. Okay. And Spirit and Petition is Spirit. To me, that's you connecting with your team and giving yourself some much needed self love. But for others of you, it's going to be a situation where um, there's some new development that's promising, and you're going to take a leap of faith to it. So, this new divine offer, divinely guided offer, because it is the ace. That's the divine with their big hand handing you that cup, right? Highest priority apocalypse. Is this the bomb exploding finally? You know, because you saw the um the Sabian mystery picture, an unsuccessfully exploded bomb, right? Mm-hmm. It's laying there, tick tock. T20 Apocalypse. That is the Age of Aquarius card. 100. Because it is the apocalypse. It is the book of Revelations. The Age of Aquarius is playing out. hmm Anyway, our highest priority, however, is the Last Judgment, making a big judgment call. This is the spirit presented upon your path when you have arrived at a point of no return. What has transpired is now irreversible. The only way out is through. This is the moment of full realization for why all that has happened to you has happened. The apocalypse is the spirit of revelation. What did I just say? Yeah. When the answers that were hidden before are now obvious. This is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. When the apocalypse appears in divination with other cards, it adds emphasis of significant spiritual importance to those other cards. Pay closer attention when key 20 is present. The apocalypse is a mythic personification of an event horizon. This is a space time in which no event that comes subsequent can affect the outcome, because all that could have affected it has either transpired or not transpired. The apocalypse card appears when you have crossed the boundary of where gravitational pull over you is such that turning back is impossible. highest priority, heeding a higher calling, or perhaps making a final judgment? Because if you are the master, you knew, hold him back just a little bit and let it cook, let it simmer. Okay? What to be mindful of, prepare for. Holy See and the Scarlet Shield. That is a Taurus and air energy right below it. That is the Queen of Swords, cutting out what no longer serves you. The Holy See, Key 5, the Hierophant. All right. When the Holy See appears to you, you are confronting what you have inherited and are now tasked to evaluate that inheritance with individual responsibility. This is the spirit of sovereignty over your soul purpose. When the Holy See appears to you, it's time to evaluate your material, cultural, and social norms. Discern for yourself whose interpretation of the arcanes is the correspondence that rings true with your divine higher genius. When Key 5 appears to you, take care that you are not following a false prophet and restrain your indulgences. Okay. That's really weird how that card wants to float. Huh. I haven't had that before because it was really wanting to float. Anyway, power and authority of air, Scarlet Shield. So this is cutting out what no longer serves you. This is about faith. This is also about religious structure, conformity, anything of that nature. Anything that it's funny because the Hierophant in the hand here points straight at cutting out what no longer serves you. So whose interpretations of the arcane will you listen to? I think it's going to be whose interpretation of the situation are you going to go with? And then if you find that it's faulty, you're going to be cutting it with the Queen of Swords. He, the Queen of Swords, is the shorn one, an Aztec warrior priest who shall be your formidable line of defense as you charge forth confidently to face your battles. His shield features an eagle devouring a serpent, a divine omen from the gods. When the Scarlet Shield appears to you, he is making his presence known so that you might go forth into combat, taking your stand with might and confidence. When the Scarlet Shield appears, it's time for you to stand your ground, hold your position, and this warrior priest is here ready to face the fight with you. A male ancestor or one from your paternal lineage can appear to you through the Scarlet Shield. 17 points tattooed on his dominant hand mark his great triumphs. So you're going to be getting versions of stories, I have a feeling. This is versions of stories, and I think that you're going to be figuring out whose version do you believe? Who do you have faith in? And then you're going to be cutting out what no longer serves you. Okay? Because that bomb hasn't exploded yet, but I have a feeling today's the day. After some soul searching and letting the juices stew a bit. Because if you're the master, you held off. Let the situation just kind of, yeah. All right, let's see if Osho Zen has anything else to add for you guys for the collective for this April 1st. Oh, April April Fool's Day. I just realized it. Happy April Fool's Day. One of my favorite days. How could I see? I'm all jacked up. How could I miss that? Ooh, I must prank. It is my duty. Look out, hubby wubby. All right. Anything else from Osho Zen? Receptivity. Okay. Try to be receptive. If you're the master, you will be receptive. So these stories that you're getting, listen, sort out the gold from the tin. Okay. And right in the middle, none other than a card that feels very Empress-like to me. Let me pull this one down. It's very Empress-like energy. Be the Empress. Stand in your power. Rule your kingdom. But do it fair, balanced with love, using balanced words, balanced thought, and balanced action that will make you the master of your kingdom. Okay? Whew! April 1st, April Fool's Day. What should I do to Hubby Wubby? It's got to be good. Well, I want to get his heart racing. I don't know. Maybe I'll just do something silly like Vaseline in the toilet seat. I don't know. Anyway, there you go. April 1st. I'm excited. I need to punk you guys. Oh, man. Anyway, the information is in the description for anybody who wants a private personal video reading and how to obtain one. And yeah, fire signs will be up after a little while. So look for that. Make sure you click the little bell or you'll miss it when it goes live, okay? Whew. All right. There you go, guys. Off to the races. It is April Fool's Day. See you guys soon. Bye.